Good morning and welcome to our lesson. Remember last time we had spoken about the front office. We were able to introduce what front office is. We talked about the importance of front office. We were also able to look at the different procedures that are carried out in a front office. Yeah. Then we were also able to look at different terminologies or different words that you get to find in a front office. We were able to look at a guest circle. Now, the guest circle revolves around the time the guest arrives in our hotel, yeah, and the time that guest leaves. Yeah, what are some of the procedures? What are some of the steps that are taken when the guest arrives, when the guest is staying with us, and when the guest leaves? Okay, that's now what we call the guest. We've got the arrival, pre-arrival, we've got the arrival, we've got the stay, and of course we've got the departure. Okay, so it is important for us to be able to know. Yeah, I remember I said front office is the face of the hotel that we work for. Therefore, the impression, yeah, or how we treat our guests will create either a lasting impression if we treat them very well. And that's why we are getting to learn some of this information or some of this knowledge so that we are able to treat our guests well when they are staying with us. Okay, so front office is very, very important. But now, the same front office, there is what we call remember we mentioned about the different people who handle the front office. Yeah, so under the front office, we've got what we call the front office organization. Now, when you hear the word front office organization, what are you looking at? We are looking at the small subsection that makes the front office manageable. Yeah, so what are some of these small section? So we say the front office comprises of different section. Yeah, there are different section, but this also depends with the size of the organization or the size of the hotel. If it's a big hotel, it has got some sections. If it's a small hotel, there's some sections that are not there. So these subsections are determined by the size of the hotel. But of course, you've got the basic section like reservation section. Now, under reservation section, we say it is just that section that is responsible for booking of rooms in advance. Remember, we said sometimes a customer would want to come and stay with us, maybe next month. So what will he do? He will make a reservation, yeah, or he will book his accommodation in advance. So reservation means booking of accommodation in advance. So that section that handles that is called the reservation room. Reservation section. Okay, yeah, and this section also depends with the size of the hotel. Okay, then of course we got the front office section, the front desk section. Now this section is where guests or our visitors have the first contact with our organization. This is where we receive our guests. Okay, yeah, when they arrive, yeah, and so when they arrive, they are received at the front office desk, they are taken to their rooms, they are given the room keys, yeah, they are given the remote controls, yeah, etc. Yeah, then of course we've got the bell desk. Now the bell desk is that section that is responsible for helping the guests carry their luggage to their rooms. And these people are normally dressed in uniform, yeah, and they assist the guests to carry their luggage into the rooms. once they're done with our front office. Okay, then we've got another section that we call the travel desk section. Now, when the guest is staying with us, okay, maybe he would want to go to the national park, he would want to go to the bank, he would want to go to Mara, etc. So what happens? The travel desk section is involved with the local transportation, or the local handling the guests' local movements. Yeah, maybe they need to go to the bank, they need to go to town. So this section is involved with that. We've got the business center. Now, this guest has come into organization. Maybe when they've come here, they wanted to use certain services like maybe internet, or they wanted to use a room. Yeah, one of our rooms, they have a meeting there, so they will also need to use our projectors. Yeah, etc. So this particular business center, yeah, is used for that kind of facility. Okay, then of course we've got the concierge. Yeah, so this is it provides information about the hotel, yeah, the area around the hotel, yeah, what are some of the areas you need to visit, etc. Then we've got the cashiering section. Now, this is a section that is involved with bills, yeah, giving the correct bills, managing the guest accounts. We've got the telephone and communication section. Now, this handles information of telephone calls, either both incoming calls are calls that come into organization, whereas outgoing calls are made from our organization. Sometimes guests would want to make calls, and now this section is involved in that. Okay, now we've got something that we call the front office organizational charts. Now, the organizational chart shows the level of communication. For example, if you walked into a hotel, the person who is in charge of that hotel is the general manager. So after the general manager, we have the front office manager. After the front office manager, there's small subsection. We've got the reservation, we've got the front desk, we've got the telephone, small section that work beneath the front office manager. Therefore, an organizational chart defines the control and also provide guests with more specialized attention. For example, if I needed this kind of information, where would I get that information from? Okay, so it shows some level of hierarchy, yeah, so that the guest is able to feel comfortable when they are staying with us. So what are some of these small subsections that you're talking about? We've got now, these are the people who handle. Remember, we mentioned about the concierge, we mentioned about the front desk, we mentioned about the reservation, the travel desk. Those are sections. Now, when we talk about the organizational chart, we are referring to the people who do the jobs in those small sections. So we've got the front desk agent. Yeah, this is the person who registers the guest and maintains room availability information. Now, when the guest comes to us, when they meet the front office desk agent, this is a person who will give them information about the hotel, will give them information about the different rooms, their room allocation, etc. We also have got the reservation agent. Now, the reservation agent is a person who makes reservations. Yeah, remember we said reservation section is involved with making reservation on or in advance. So there's a reservation agent. The person who does that, is a response to reservation requests and creates reservation records. Okay. Then, of course, you've got the cashier. Now, this is a person who manages the guest account. This is the person who gets to know how much will these guests pay by the time they will be leaving. Okay, of course, we've got the uniformed bell service agent. Remember, we said we've got the bell service section. Now this is the one that is involved with assisting the guests to carry their luggage to there. Now the person who does that is what we call the uniform bell service agent. We've got the switchboard operator. Now this is the person who makes the calls on behalf of the guest. Okay, and we've got another person we call the night auditor. Now the night auditor, as the name suggests, works during night shift, and they are responsible, or they work on behalf of the front office manager. Now these are the person who will make sure that whatever information or whatever is done during the night shift, is done effectively. So he manages the night shifts, and he's responsible for preparing the daily reports to the management. Okay, then we've got now the different people. Remember, we said we've got the different people, we've got the duties and responsibility. So for example, the front office manager, what are some of the duties that they perform? Okay, so we say this kind of a person is somebody who is very skilled. Skilled means he's been trained. He's able to manage himself at a very advanced level. Should be able to maintain good cordial relationship between the front office and other hotel divisions. So his main function is to supervise all front office personnel and ensure proper completion of all front office duties. So this is the person, the overall person who is in charge of the front office personnel. Now, the front office personnel is the front office desk, the reservation agent, the travel desk agent. Now, all those people work under the front office manager. Okay, so he's got different duties. He trains and updates the skills of the personnel. He schedules staff duties. He supervises and help workloads during night shift. He's also his other duties revolves around guest problems, finding solution to guest problem, review credit limit, enforce all cash handling and other modes of payment. So basically, this is the overall person, who ensures that the hotel is running successfully and all the personnel are doing their jobs and that the guests are happy. Got the front desk agent. Now, this is the person who comes into contact with the guests. So one of their main duties is to assist guests in all front office related function. Okay, and some of their duties revolve around registering guests, assist in registration, getting rooms for the guests. They also read, maintain, pass on log and bulletins at each shift. They report any unusual occurrences or requests to the manager. So this is a person who ensures that when the guest is staying with us, that the guest is also satisfied. With the reservation agent, as the name suggests, is the person who's involved with advance booking, of the guest. They process the reservation. They know the type of rooms and allocation, their prices, their rates, etc. They maintain records. They know the hotel's policy issues. They process advance deposit or reservation. Okay, then of course we've got the switchboard. This is the person now who makes calls on behalf of the guest, outgoing and incoming calls. They also provide information about guest services to guests. They know the type of procedures they need to follow in case of an emergency, in case there's a fire outbreak, there's a terror attack, etc. Then of course you got the front office cashier. This is a person now whose main responsibility is to ensure that the guest bills are accurate. There's nothing as bad as a guest comes to our hotel. They've stayed with us for like 2 days or 3 weeks or whatever time they will stay with us, and when they are leaving, they're given inaccurate bills. So this person is very crucial. Is very, very crucial in an organization, and their main role is to obtain and complete take department readings, complete guest check-ins and check-out procedures, make account adjustments. They manage safe deposits on behalf of guests. Of course, we've got the uniform bell service staff. Now, the person who handles the luggage on behalf or carries the luggage to the rooms. They escort the guests to and from the rooms if required. They keep the lobby directory up to date. They watch any unusual activities and report them to management. Now we've got the concierge. These are specialized in assisting guests regardless of whether inquiries, concerns in or off. So these are the people who manage the safety of the guests when they are staying with us. They provide guests with direction, information to attractions or facilities outside the property. They also make organize special functions as directed by management. They coordinate guest requests for special services, etc. They also handle guest complaints. Okay, and of course now we've got the night auditor. Now this is a person whose main responsibility is to ensure that the company or the hotel is able to manage itself in terms of revenue. Revenue means the money that is collected from the guests. So their main duties is to verify all account postings and balances, to understand principles of auditing and balancing, etc. So it is important for you to be able to know the different personnel, the different sections in the front office, the different personnel that are used in that carry out different responsibility. Remember, we also mentioned about the front office layout. Now, the front office layout revolves around how does our hotel look like. Our hotel would not just look like anything. There's a way it's supposed to look like. So we've got the front office desk layout. So under the layout, we've got different section where these different personnel sit. The travel desk, they sit at the main entrance. There's a luggage counter, there's a lobby manager, there's a reception, there's a switchboard. So the way these rooms or these different sections are arranged in the front office is what we call the layout. So layout revolves around how, like for example, when the guest comes in, who is the first contact? From the guest from the front desk agent, where does the guest go to? So there's a section called the luggage section. From the luggage section, there's a bell desk. Now the person who will help the guest carry his luggage or her luggage to the room. Okay, then of course we've got different equipment and furniture that you get to find. These are the different items that are used in the front office department. You'll get the counter desk, the room reservation rate, you'll get a computer, you will get a folio tray, you'll get a franking machine, you'll get a voucher rack, you'll get a cash register, you'll get a magnetic strip reader, etc. Now these are some of the different equipment that you would find, that you'd get to see when you are at the front office department. Okay, so I hope up to that point I am very, very clear. Yeah, so remember, the front office is the face of the organization. Yeah, therefore, how we manage or how we handle these guests will either make them want to come back or never want to come back. And that's why we are equipping you with the skills that will help you to be able to know the different procedures and how these different procedures are managed in a front office. We've also mentioned about the different sections, the different personnel who are in different these sections. We also mentioned about the front office organizational chart. This is now the chart that shows the hierarchy from the manager to the other subsection. We've also mentioned about the different personnel, their duties. We've also mentioned about the front office layout. Now, next lesson, I want us to talk about reservation. Now, reservation is that process of registering or booking guests in advance. What does it involve? Yeah, etc. Okay. Otherwise, on that, I would want to end this video, and I would want to ask you to make sure that when we have a Zoom class, yeah, please make an effort of attending or logging in on time. Otherwise, I wish you a very good day. Bye for now.